Hi everyone, today I'm gonna show you guys a little bit about my work. As you already know, I work for the State Department for an institute called FSI, Foreigner Service Institute, where they provide more than 800 courses for related to the foreign affairs, diplomacy, military, anything related to the government field in America, especially for the foreign affairs. And there is a department there, a distance learning department where I work right now. I used to work before actually at the FSI in the regular department over there in the institute, the language institute. And since I moved, I started working for the distance learning department. So I'm gonna show you guys one of the pages I have for one of the courses. I teach 5 different courses in this job, and the one I'm gonna show you guys today is the contemporary topics. So I teach Brazilian Portuguese in the course that's called Contemporary Topics. As the name says, it's about currently events happening around the world. Usually these students, they are in a certain high level. They already like in between 2 to 3, 4 plus, according to the framework of the LRR that you're gonna learn in Lisa presentation that we're gonna present tomorrow. And they are very advanced. They speak in a very proficiency way. All right, so here is my page. On the right side here below, you can see my contact information for the students. I don't have all the assignments for the semester yet. I post little by little. I don't post everything only one time. Here's the weekly assignments. So we're starting with Bem-vindo, a welcome letter. O que é mentor? Because what is a mentor? Because actually I am a mentor, I'm not a teacher. It's a little bit different. I don't have to teach for specific this course. I don't have to teach grammar. It's pretty much more about the topic of the week, and then they have to submit a recording where I listen and make all the preparation for the class according to the recording, and then we review the grammar, we review anything that you need to review according to the recording. So here is the week 1, semana 1, comida paulistana. We're gonna talk about the Paulista food from São Paulo area, the typical food from there. So students actually, they click on the assignment. It's taking a little bit longer. Okay, so here there's the instructions and the PDF of the week. All these assignments, I am one of the mentors that develop all the assignments. So I'm gonna show you how it looks. It's very, very dry. No, actually, it's not very like friendly, virtual friendly for students, but it is what it is. They prefer this way because usually they work from the office. They can't use so much the computer, so they like to print it out, all the information, so that's why it's like that in PDF. So then you show the goals of the activity, the exercise, the oral comprehension, the guidelines of the oral comprehension, and there is a video. So it's the guy that he criticized the gourmet versions of hot dog, coxinha, pastel, and pipoca, the typical foods in Brazil. There's a glossary here, and then exercise, a reading exercise with a few questions. The article of the week. So foodies habitam um universo paralelo jeca e ignoram o Brasil real. So this is a level C, so probably it's a very high level article. Moving on, below there's another glossary, and this is the task. They have to record an audio of 3 to 5 minutes in the feedback in the portal, in the progress portal here in the FSI. I'm going to show you guys shortly. They have 24 hours before the session to post this recording. So they have to summarize the text, the opinion of the author, to summarize the video, to also to make a discussion and to make a relation between the video and the text, if they are related or not, and also to present their opinion about the topic. There's an optional grammar activity that usually we go over during our session. Our session actually is one time in a week, 45 minutes. So we have 45 minutes to just give the feedback of the recording and go over the grammatical activities if you have enough time. And it's very, very short, but I have 30 students, so each 45 minutes I have a different student. So it's a lot for me as a mentor. There's an optional virtual group where they can actually communicate with each other. And there is a resources here, a little bit more supplemental activities, articles and videos about the topic if they want to be more familiar with the topic. And then the group discussion, I add actually another option, add actually a Padlet where they can talk to each other about the discussion, because each student of mine, they are in a different place, in a different post. Each one of them are in a different place in the world. So sometimes it's really hard to combine all of them together to have this meeting. So since we were introduced to the Padlet, I thought that it was a good tool to try to reunite all of them. So let's see if I can open it here, the Padlet. So I just, you see, create actually a Padlet about what do you think about gourmetização, like the gourmet food of a traditional food in Brazil. The semester is going to start next week, so I don't know yet how it's going to work. Hopefully they're going to love it and it's going to be a success. Alright, so this is the assignment. Going back to the Learn Center, going back to my page, here there's a helpful links where they have dictionary, different topics, because you just have 10 weeks, it's a 10 weeks course, so we can't add all the topics we want in those assignments. So here there is a different other assignments that they can, not assignments, topics that they can actually learn about it. Differences of Carnaval in Brazil, 10 things about Brazil that impress foreigners if they want to know a little bit more about this. Roberto da Mata, which was a very important philosopher. A very important guy in Brazil that talk always about Brazil, how to be a Brazilian, the Brazilian culture, the society, the Brazilian society. So there's here a video about this. There's many other ones. There's Wood Allen about Porta dos Fundos, is really fun. Porta dos Fundos is a YouTube channel in Brazil, very famous, and there is English subtitles if you want to watch it. It's very funny. He plays with the accents. He make fun about the accents of each different name. Like in Portuguese we say Woody Allen and not Wood Allen, and then he make a different sound of each name of this, the names of these important people or well-known people in the world. So it's really fun. You're gonna make sense when you watch it. I'm not a good explainer. What else? Literature, many books that you usually read in Brazil. When you go to before you get to the university, you have to read all these books. It's a very famous books in Brazil. There is no international books. All of the books are by Brazilian authors. So here is where the students can get a little bit more about it. So yeah. Okay, so going back to what do you do, what I do every day all the time. Here's the weekly review schedule, where they see the schedule, the assignment guidance. So they usually use SpeakPipe. It's a website that can record their voice for this assignment. And we use a virtual classroom. Let me open the virtual classroom. It's where we work together. So usually use Adobe Connect. This is the platform that we use to communicate during the classes. So once they click, you see it's very simple, very easy. You just go to Adobe Connect. Actually was already add my enter as a guest. So you enter as a guest and you just type your name. Connecting. So this is the page. So I entered as a Fernanda, just to give here an example. So please wait, your meeting you'll begin shortly. So here's where I talk to my students usually. We connect voice. You can connect voice, you can connect video. Now it's not an option because I'm using the video now for the screencast. So this is my picture, all my information, and here is where I have the class with my student, 45 minutes. It's a very nice tool to use, better than Skype, I think, because here you see you can actually speak louder, speak softer, speed up, slow down. There you can actually add many of these tools, features. Once you're speaking with your student, sometimes the student, because usually if the student if they are in the office, they don't have a webcam and they don't have a microphone, but they still have to use the Adobe Connect. So what do? They call me over the phone, so we are talking on the phone, but both of us are in the Adobe Connect. So sometimes, I don't know, they can hear me, or I can't hear them, the problem on the phone, because they're overseas. So they use these features here, and then you can actually here I'm just as a student, so I cannot do anything. I have to open as a mentor, so I can show you more about this Adobe Connect, but there is a way that I can share the assignment. So I share the assignment with them. And they just observe, they just can observe, or they can use the chat here, bate-papo here. That, let's see if I can type it. Here, can type bom dia. Yeah, so I think I cover most of the things that I do. I don't want to be so long, it's already 10 minutes, 13 minutes of recording, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's go back to me, to this page. Where is the, here, okay. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys like it. This is a very brief explanation about the platform. It's huge, the website. So there, student progress portal. There are many little things in the website, so I can explain everything in 15 minutes. But I hope you guys like it. Now you guys know a little bit about my job, what I do every day. So that's why I'm busy most of the time. And that's all about it. Bye.